Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. I do. I really do. I realized yesterday I hadn't really taken the time to really express how grateful. Like, I don't know what else to say other than you guys are honestly the best. I just love you. I just love you so much, all of you. Um, and, yeah, this channel would be nothing without any of you. And I don't want to say I would be nothing without any of you, but in this position, I would be nothing without any of you. So I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. Truly the best, truly the best. And I don't know, I don't even want to call it luck because I don't believe that luck this great even exists. Of winding up with such a beautiful collective. So, um, yes. Yeah, so yesterday was like the spring equinox. I didn't even realize it. I mean, like I did, but not really. um, and So I love that. So technically, I think technically last night would have been considered like the natural, like New Year's Eve. You know what I mean? So today would be the New Year, right? Then the Earth's New Year? Or is there like the day of rest and then it's the New Year? I don't know. Somebody calling a lifeline. I need to use a lifeline. Somebody help me. Oh, goodness. So, but anyways, how's the energy feeling for you guys today? It feels pretty good for me, okay? I'll be honest, I kind of woke up in this, like, almost like snapping back into it. Like, I don't know, it's almost like I've been existing, right? Like, but not really at the same time. I don't know. It's been a weird energy, but it feels really good today. It feels really good today. Okay, so Joyful Dolphin says rest first. Okay. Um, and Yeah, so I don't know if some of you have also been kind of feeling that, almost like going with like the day to day or whatever, just kind of almost like I don't even want to say like halfway existing, but kind of. You know what I mean? Yeah, Bridget, exactly. Like the emperor has his groove back, but you know, yeah, no, Irene, I agree. It's been a transformative energy. So it's like almost um it's almost kind of like a been I don't want to say like an out of body experience because not quite, but almost like it's interesting. I'll try to figure out how to explain it, but a lot of you I don't need to explain it to. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Um, all right, let's dive in. Yes, Halo. Okay. That is a good point. So there are a lot of people that are getting ready to start this ascension journey. Okay. And with everything that is going on in the world right now and the energy the way that it is, okay, it's like this transformation that you've been going through is like really important. Also, your health, taking care of yourself is very important. Like your physical health, okay? Drinking lots of water, getting lots of rest, staying grounded. These type of things, okay, are really important. All right, because there are like people that are, just for an example, not only are there people that are like waking up, right, and are about to go through this ascension, but they've also experienced a lot of trauma, okay? And they are at an emotional state, right, where they're very fragile. Emotionally, the majority of the collective is very fragile, okay? Or it's like two very extremes. It's like either you're fragile or you're like tough like leather. You know what I mean? Like, but both ways is not like either one is not conducive for your growth, for your healing. Okay, so um, and with everything that's going on in the world right now, right? Like, um, I don't know, just hold the space, continue to hold the space here, okay? Like it feels like, we as the healing community, right, um, are just really kind of getting rested up and prepared. You know what I mean? Thank you, be the better man. You're sweet. Um, all right. Let's dive into the messages though. What do you guys need to know today? Okay. Um, for your highest good, to keep you going on your path, on your journey here, okay? All right. What do they need to know? Afton, what is that? Can you tell what that spirit's attaching itself to within you? I love doing the pick a card, Shelly. That used to be like my whole channel until all you guys came along. I mean, not really, but um, it hit your head a lot. Um, okay, so be very observant. Um, be very observant of the way that it makes you feel, like of yourself, right? How it makes you feel. Maybe things that like I don't know. Maybe you are uh, like there could be emotions that rise up. Just be very observant of those things, okay? And look to see like the root of that, right? Because it's attaching itself um to a wound. That's the only way that those lower vibrational energies can hurt you is if they're able to grab onto something that you have yet, and this is my experience, this is my opinion, okay? So, don't come for me. All right, but this has got me this far, okay? So, but it's the only way that they can really attach themselves to you is by attaching to a wound, right? So when I feel as though that there's some funky energy around, right, and it doesn't feel like it's just my normal ascension process and then I'm just supposed to be healing through this thing, right? Because sometimes a trigger can also feel like if you don't realize that you're triggered and you sit in that trigger, that can also feel like a spiritual attack. So you have to be very discerning, okay? And that's where the self-awareness is very, very important, okay? And that's where, and by diving within and doing that shadow work and really learning your own energy, and that's where that self-awareness grows, right? And so just a couple of things. I would just be very observant on how you act, how you feel, maybe what you're feeling in your body. Try to find the root of that and see if you can release anything that it may be trying to attach itself to. Woo! Go Bridget! I love that. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm so excited for you. I'm glad you put that in your pocket, right? Like maybe you understood that it wasn't, because I've had, yeah, anyways. Hey, Tink. All right, let's get into the message. Sorry, guys. Yeah, actually, and I don't know why I feel guided to tell this story, probably for other readers out there, okay? Because we do sometimes pick up on information and things like that that maybe doesn't make sense to people at the time, right? This is a perfect example, Bridget. I actually did a reading a couple weeks ago. I did a reading and she said it didn't resonate with her, which this isn't, I'm not calling anybody out at all. Okay. Like this, and that doesn't happen. That's literally only happened to me like one other time where somebody was like, I don't know about that, right? So I'm like, okay, well, let me try again, right? So then again, so I ended up refunding her money, but then afterwards, I kind of like went. I was like talking to my mentor about it, and I realized, right, like I'm like in this moment where I'm like realizing, I'm like, yeah, maybe it didn't make sense to her at the time, or maybe she wasn't ready for, I don't know, but it. Don't I shouldn't have refunded the money at the end of the day because is basically my lesson in that instance because it doesn't always make sense in the moment, I guess. Yeah. So for other readers out there, right? That was like, and the thing is it didn't bother me, right? I just took it, and I think that was part of the test too, because I was just like, well, maybe we just don't, we're just not aligned with everyone, or maybe we're just not, you know what I mean? Like I didn't think anything of it. I was like, well, maybe I'm just not supposed to read for her. You know what I mean? Like it's no big deal to me. Whatever, and then I realized after, like, well, first of all, I had passed the confidence test, right? I didn't come down on myself because like 2 years ago, I probably would have been like, holy shit, like questioning myself. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, and Halo, you're right. Yeah, no, we're definitely not aligned with everyone, but as far as like readings and stuff go, like I needed that lesson to know that sometimes what I'm channeling, it may not make sense right now. And it's actually, it's funny because it's reminding me of that movie that we've discussed before, that children's movie with the boy and the elephant. The boy that wanted to find his sister, right? He went to a psychic, and immediately she told, because the boy felt in his heart that she was still alive. Okay, but he was told by lots of, by his caregiver that she had passed, right? He went to the psychic. She immediately told him that she was still alive, right? And that an elephant would be what led him to her, right? That didn't make any sense at that time to that kid because there were no elephants anywhere. But then in the movie, right, all of a sudden there's an elephant that drops out of the sky, like, you know, so it's just one of those things. Okay. All right, let's dive in. Let's timestamp this. I know I said I was going to timestamp yesterday's, but I forgot to do it. So I'll go back and do that. Sorry to whoever. Yeah. Anyways, dang, we're at 15 minutes and I'm just chatting. I'm so sorry, guys. 16 minutes to start the reading. Holy cow. Wowzers. Okay. Hey, Otto. Absolutely, Bridget. Well, I gotta think about the people that come after. Like, I know that we chat and we have a good time, but I gotta think about the people that watch this after. I try, as a creator, I gotta think about that. Uh, all right, let's do it. Here we go. No more shuffling. I'm done. I could have done my experiment without calling anyone a troll. That's fair. All right, here we go. All right. Hmm. I want 4 more on these, please. Pretty please. Also, the air sign readings are on Patreon. Took forever for them to upload. They got uploaded this morning. Earth signs will be on there today or whenever it uploads, but I'll be recording that today. Okay, so there's a situation, yeah, I like this. There's a situation that you're certainly calling your power back from here. Okay. Um, a lot of sacral energy here. So for some of you, this situation, I feel like it's like somebody intentionally took some sort of power from you here, okay? And whether they realized or not that they were taking, your wounding your sacral chakra, probably not, probably had no idea, okay? For some of you, this is and trigger warning, it could be for some of you, you are healing from some sort of potential like sexual assault, okay? Um, it could also be, which is interesting because all of that is coming out about all of which a lot of us knew that all that kind of went on um, in Hollywood anyway, but now everyone's seeing it, right? So there could be this, I'm hearing like this huge wave of like healing this deep seated like wound that is actually collective, but like not saying that everyone has been sexually assaulted, but like there is this sexual wound here, okay? And we're all adults, so don't, whatever. It's not about, but it is definitely in your sacral chakra, okay? But maybe a little bit in your solar plexus and also your root, but I'm feeling big sacral chakra energy. But it's for others of you, if it's not sexual assault, okay, um, it's whoa, way different. It's way different, okay? If it's not that, it's like this energy of like calling your power back from like it feels like a group of people, maybe like gang stalking or like uh or actual like physical stalking, like people watching you here, okay? Um, both of these situations, right? Two completely situations, um, but both of them have caused, some of you have experienced both, okay? And they may even be connected somehow, in some type of way, all right? Um, but there is for some of you, it's like over this winter, possibly, is when you are really kind of calling your power back from this. And I really feel like you are um, like regaining some sort of balance here. Okay. Um, these situations, though, for some of you also, too, this is like religious wounding. Okay. Like religious fear or like, Propaganda is what I'm hearing. Does that even make sense there? I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So some of you are kind of like in this energy right now, right? Where you're healing this, okay? And these situations for again, there was a couple different, but they put you in energies here where I'm hearing like where you had to do the most, right? Like where you had to like so for some of you this caused like different disorders. Okay, it caused like anxiety and obsessive compulsive, and there's like also a little bit of paranoia and a little bit of trust issues and a little bit of like there's a lot of things that these different situations caused here. Okay, so but what's coming through in a big way is where it's like you had to do the most. So what is that? What basically I feel like the divine is saying like because of somebody else's choices, okay, you have had to like work very hard to get where you are or to accomplish anything, right? Like I feel like I'm picking up on an energy where maybe it didn't feel like anything came to you very easily. But for some reason, I'm also feeling that some of you, like outsiders looking in, which could have been where this gang stalking kind of came up here, outsiders like looking in, okay, feel like things come to you very easily, but for you it's like you had to do the most. Like there's something about your thoughts or your the way that you would process things or the way that you know what I mean? Like it could be, I'm picking up on for sure neurodivergent energy. Like this is not somebody that just gets up, right, and just like goes about their day. Just like, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of thought that has to be put into somebody's like ability to move and to function and to what I mean, like you have to, like, I'm not saying that you have to think about putting one foot in front of the other technically, but for some of you there are these wounds that you're calling your power back that is going to make that as like less extreme. You're stepping into a time by calling your power back from these situations in which you don't have to do the most anymore. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a programming that's been like put on you here, okay, with whatever this wounding, however that started. For again, it's for all of you, it's going to be different. It's definitely rooted in. I keep being brought back to this. Also, I feel like the third eye too, the sacral and the third eye chakra. Okay, maybe even the throat. You know what? Honestly, it could be stored in all the chakras, but a big focus on sacral, third eye, and throat. Okay, because self expression is another big thing that was affected here. Okay, um, probably talking to a lot of people pleasers. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, but also just you're, it is almost uncomfortable to be yourself, possibly at one point, or like, or you didn't know who you were, right? Like, so you felt uncomfortable because there's like this energy of like moving through life, doing the most, being uncomfortable, and like every single day, right? And not understanding why, not understanding like what the fuck, you know what I mean? Um, But there's something within you, an energy within you that's I'm hearing that's coming back with a vengeance. Ooh, I like that. Renee, don't start till like 17 minutes or something. 17 minutes in. I mean, unless if you want to be a part of the chatting. uh, okay, so yeah, there is and this part of you, okay, that's like being that's like coming back, that's like being revived here. Um, I don't know. I heard something like I'm picking up on feminine energy. Okay, but I heard she's coming. Um, they took that away. Huh. So it's like this energy of where like she's coming back with a vengeance, but she's this whatever this part of you is, okay? And she's like not playing, I don't want to say like she's not playing nice, but she's not playing like Mr. Nice Guy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. This is an energy where I feel like collective, a lot of you are going to start stepping into a time where like you're really not playing with yourself anymore. Okay? Like, just not. Like, there's just no, um, I don't know. I feel like you can't be fooled. There's an energy that can't be fooled here. And we know that. I feel like you haven't been able to be fooled for a long time. So I definitely highly suggest getting out into nature here, okay, with this like calling back this power here and really kind of like helping to like ground in this energy, okay, that I don't you're there's something here, okay, that I feel like you're healing from and it feels really big, okay, because it really feels like whether somebody meant to or not, they took a very important piece of you like with them. Okay. Some of you are healing from like these like soul ties, right? Like again, it's like you're calling back parts of you. Okay. It's almost like you know the Iron Giant, you know, when the Iron Giant, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie, but probably so. But at the end, right, where this like where the they are trying to they think he's a threat, right? They think this Iron Giant is a threat, but he's only a threat if you threaten him, okay? So anyways, this crazy guy because his ego was so big, right? He set off this missile that was aimed towards the Iron Giant, right? But the Iron Giant was in the middle of town, so everyone was like, "You imbecile," right? Because now we're all gonna die. We're all gonna blow up, right? But the Iron Giant decided to be the hero, right? And go like flew up in the sky, so the missile could catch him. He exploded, right? But then at the end of the movie, you can see that all of his pieces they start like it's like his antenna comes on and all of his pieces kind of start coming back together. They just get magnified back together. That's what they showed me is the part of that movie where there are pieces of you, okay, where you were like you made some sort of sacrifice here, or somebody put you in a situation where you had to make some sort of sacrifice or you lost, you know what I mean? And there are parts of you that are, from different timelines, different places, different, you know, people that it's like that are kind of slowly coming back and it's like you're being put back together here, okay? And these feel like really significant parts of you um, because of the vengeance that you're coming back with, right? And again, it's not like getting revenge or anything like that, but it's like this energy of like, okay, well, I'm not going to find myself in that situation again. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's something about that. It's also something about showing some people are beginning to witness or see what they missed out on here, or so definitely get out into nature, okay? You might, again, there might be like some things that are going on around you that seem or feel triggering to these certain situations or these, you know what I mean? It just may feel a certain type of way, okay? And this is you. It's your reaction, right? It's how you handle it. All right. This is you calling your power back from these situations, from these people. Okay. So for some of you, it's like you may actually hear from somebody that you gave, you know, unknowingly gave power to, or something like that. And I'm hearing something about your inability to accept the bare minimum. You are not like you can't the person that you're being reborn into, collective, is like literal restrictions. Like you it's like I can't, even if I wanted to, for a specific person, like I just can't. Like my higher self won't let me. My inner child won't let me. Like I will, you know what I mean? It's like I know what like I know what God I feel like the inner child, a lot of what, we talk about how sometimes we get in these funks, right? And it's because we're not listening to our inner child. Um, but honestly, I don't even feel like you guys are like even interested in. Yeah, there are some people that are in observance of your life though, for some reason. Like, what are you, like some sort of case study or something? Like, um, hmm. Listen here, collective. Okay. Okay. So there might be a situation, all right, where it seems like I don't know, maybe there's been times or where like anytime something new would be going on or so it maybe it felt like for a little while, right? Where like things were constantly being attacked in a way, right? Maybe you'd mention to somebody like you'd share some sort of like excitement with somebody about something, right? And then all of a sudden that excitement would go away. And it was kind of like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And it felt like, so I feel like it feels there's like this energy of things being attacked, right? Things that you like, it's like God would give you a cup, right? It'd be overfilling. You would share it with somebody, and then it would just be like drained, right? Like where'd the water go? I don't know. Like where, you know what I mean? Like, this, there is somebody that is like continuously watching, these like magical cups just show up for you over and over and over again, right? Like somebody is realizing, like, it doesn't matter what I do, God is always going to provide for collective. God is always going to make sure that collective's cup is overflowing. And here, and they might not know this, but I'm channeling the reason why is because you have worked really hard to get to a point where you have an overflowing cup yourself, right? You have put in the work as well. And so God, source, the universe is just matching this energy, right? So this it's a perception, right? It's like it just is, it doesn't matter, right? It's like this conveyor line of overflowing cups that God is going to continue to provide to you, okay? Because you've worked hard to get there, right? There's an energy where during the daytime somebody's acting like all cool, calm, and collected, right? Like I'm cool, I got this, right? Like you know what I mean? But at nighttime, okay, when the sun goes down, whoever this they get in this Eight of Swords energy, they may be having a hard time sleeping at night. But it's like they're feeling trapped here, but also it's like this energy is like a spiritual jail, okay? Somebody might be going to actual physical jail, but at nighttime somebody's in some sort of, and why only at nighttime I don't know. I feel like it's probably all the time, but this is how somebody is like portraying themselves. You know what I mean? It's like when they're out, what you see is this energy of happiness and joy and whatnot, right? But behind the scenes, really, somebody is like going through it the most here. And it's for some reason, it's because they're watching this continuous cup to show up for you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, like, and there's this King of Wands energy here. Okay. It feels like, that is the source. That is this energy here that we're talking about is a King of Wands energy. It doesn't have to be a fire sign. They could have fire in their chart. But I'm picking up on an energy that's somebody that's just very like full of themselves. You know what I mean? Somebody that's kind of self-centered a little bit, maybe. But I'm hearing somehow they're being blocked here. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Look, the Ace of Cups right here. Right. Like, I don't know. I'm picking up on an energy, right? Where it's just like there's somebody that's so relentlessly trying to make sure that your cup isn't overflowing. Okay. That you're not, moving on from something. Okay. Moving on from a situation or moving on from, um, like you're seeing that there is no growth there, wherever it is, whoever this is, whatever this situation is, there's no growth there. And you're like, listen, I'm like a plant, okay? I'm like a walking, talking plant, and I love growth, right? I want my, like I need this water. I need my cup to be overflowing, right? With love and joy and God's God's grace and gifts and all of these things, right? And my intuition and I don't know, there's this energy of like collective, you're never ever going back where you came from, whether that be in the mind or in the physical or something, okay? Like never. You're never going back there. So you need to know that because it's like God is going to continue showing up. So first of all, whoever you're telling your shit to, real G's move in silence like lasagna, right? Keep your mouth shut. Quit talking to this person, whoever this is. And if you don't know who it is, just don't talk about your own shit, right? What you're excited about or whatever it may be, right? Talk about that with God. That's um Yeah, this is an energy that will, like, maybe even like wait till you're asleep to do things in the dark here, or, but this could also be divine masculine, divine feminine energy. But if the sun is the masculine energy and the moon is the feminine energy, then this is saying that the feminine energy is what is in this spiritual jail, and the masculine energy is in a Nine of Pentacles energy. Okay. Um, So that's not probably not the case for everyone. Just take it as it resonates, right? You could, as a feminine, you could be more masculine, right? You could have more masculine energy. Um, it doesn't even have to be, there could just be a feminine energy here that is in some sort of spiritual jail. They don't have to be, divine here. Um, you know what? And we've been talking about healing your feminine energy, so this could be within you as well. Okay, breaking free, right? We were talking about calling your energy back, calling your power back from these situations. Okay, so if we're not talking about spiritual jail, it could be like feeling stuck, right? A perception of feeling stuck, but you're coming back with a vengeance here. Okay, because again, it's like you're calling your power back and you're seeing some sort of truth through the illusion, through the lie, right? The lie is that whatever happened, right, made you less worthy, made you not important, made you almost, I'm getting this energy of like, um, oh, like repulsive. Okay, somebody wanted people to be like repulsed by you. So whatever they did, right, that was their goal. But it's like, of course, now the people are being repulsed by this person. Okay. I'm also picking up on an energy where some of you are like, why is this person still even on a throne right now? okay? With this King of Wands energy, okay, being a king, like it's like I don't understand how this person even still has a throne. Like, what is happening? Okay, things are breaking down. All right, it takes time. And we could talk about that also, like in a ginormous way, right? Like politically and stuff. Like, why do we still have all of these people where they are with all of this money, knowing who they really are? How are they still alive? How are they still walking? And you know what I mean? How are they still out with the public, right? Like some of you, it might be on that scale. If it's not on a personal scale, you might just be feeling very frustrated with situations right now. Okay. There is kind of this energy too that's coming through of like this hopeless or helpless energy. Okay. Some of you might be watching a lot of the news, and I would suggest not, observing, okay, um, just observing, right? If you feel like you need to watch it, you know. Hmm. I haven't used that word repulsed in a long time. That's interesting. Like I really am picking up on, especially when it goes to like some sort of like sexual abuse or something. Like I don't know. It makes me feel like I don't know. It's kind of making me sick to my stomach a little bit, but it makes me feel like somebody did some really effed up stuff, okay, um, in order to create this illusion around you. And mostly, I feel like it's like wanting to create this illusion within your own mind. This feels like somebody that like has done this a time or two, right? This feels like somebody that has like um they know how this shit works, right? They know that if you get repulsed by yourself, like in your own mind, you're going to put out that energetic expression. That's what you're going to attract back. Like that, this person is I mean, King of Wands, like they're like a this is like warlock energy, right? This is like somebody that they're seasoned in their spirituality, if you will. Okay. Um, but they don't have the ranking. They may know more about things like that than you, but they don't have the ranking. They don't have the support by God like you do. Okay. This person probably works with like lower vibrational deities or like but nothing compares to God, right? Like like nothing. So it doesn't matter what this person does. But there's yeah, I feel like you're calling yourself back from this you're calling power back from this situation here. I don't like that. I mean, I like that you're calling your power back, but I just don't like the way that that energy felt a little bit. That was yucky energy. Okay. In the words of my son, Mikey, no likey. Okay. That was very yucky energy, folks. Okay, that person is not doing well. Okay, I don't think they're doing well. All right. So I kind of want to go back to you calling your power back though, because I feel like there's something like that's not, I haven't expressed yet about it, right? Like, I don't know if it's like something that you need to do or something that you need to know or something that you may be experiencing right now. But I feel like there's something there that hasn't been expressed yet. And that may just be it. You may just need to express something that you, and you could even do it through like journaling or like something, but it makes me feel like getting something off your chest. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like there's just something that hasn't been said that needs to be said or like understood, or you know what I mean? And for all of you that's gonna be different. I don't know if it's like again, it could be an actual conversation that you need to have, or it could be journaling, it could be um there's also an energy. I just heard something about like guilt. So I'm not sure if you're working through some sort of guilt yourself, okay? Um, we all make mistakes, right? Like we all make mistakes. That's what like life is literally about, making mistakes and learning from them. Okay? Like that is why we're here on this planet, so that we can learn from our mistakes and grow as an infinite spiritual being. Okay? Like and I really want to say, believe it or not, we have a lot less free will than we think we do. Okay. But for all of you, that's going to resonate differently. And that might actually trigger some people. So I'm sorry if you got triggered by that. But actually, also at the same time, like check in with your body with that, right? Where are you feeling triggered? Um, release that energy. Okay. All right. Final messages. Look, judgment. What is this judgment? Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. We have the Judgment card, the Fool card, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Pentacles. Exactly. So, um, with the Ace of Cups at the bottom, with the Temperance underneath that, and the Six of Pentacles, and the Strength, and the Chariot. Okay. Yeah, look. Yep. Yeah, basically all this is saying exactly what I've been saying. You're calling your power back from a situation that was meant to keep you stuck. Okay? whether intentionally or not, um, for a lot of you, I feel like this could have been intentional again with that energy that I was picking up on. Like, that's some weird ass masculine energy. I gotta be honest with you. It's fucking weird. It's kind of controlling, very manipulative, like narcissistic, okay? And probably like a spiritual narcissistic energy, okay? Especially because, like, I picked up on that warlock energy a little bit there. Like, fucking weird, okay? Excuse my language. And this is not me complaining, okay? I'm not complaining. I am an empath, okay? So I am literally just expressing an energy that is flowing through me at this time, okay? I am not complaining, okay? All right. So, yeah, that energy, it was like, just yucky, just yucky. All right. Like, like, and I don't know why I want to say yucky like that so many times. Just like, blech. You know what I mean? Like wiping it off your tongue. Like, ugh. You know, like just the yuckiest thing. Okay. So, but judgment's being called here. Okay. Because, like, the judgment is being called because it's like, it doesn't matter. You can take a leap of faith towards anything here. It makes me feel like, honestly, like I really feel like your connection with God is so close and so divine. And so, I mean, it's because you found that connection within you, right? You're not separate from. You have removed the separation between you and source, or you're on that journey. You're in that process here. Okay, and so we're all at different points. Okay, but it's like, I think you're seeing this, but also other people, this other person, this other yucky energy, okay, is seeing this as well. They're seeing, okay, that like it doesn't matter what you do, God is always going to show up for you. Always. And it's because you pour into yourself, which is like pouring into God. It's like yeah. And with that being said, you're calling your power back from a very bad energy. A very bad energy. Okay? Shelly, you're the sweetest. I love you. Shelly does tip her Clarista often. She's very good, and I this is not me, and that's a big reason why the messages hit so hard for her. Why they hit home so much is because she's giving back, right? She's feeding into the energy. You know what I mean? Like that's just, it is how it works. It works with like liking the videos. It works with subscribing to the channel. You know what I mean? Like a simple subscription to the channel, it kind of puts your energy in here, right? And then I can, but that, yeah. Anyways. Yeah. Okay. I want to get just like yeah, these are what I want right here. I want to kind of end this off with some some good messages, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of things that actually come from calling your power back from this person, this place, this thing, this situation, um, that possibly really kind of had you. Yeah, look, coming back with a vengeance. This is giving you the courage to go after your desires. You know what I mean? To go after. There's something that again, it's you know what? And that makes sense with that judgment, the Hierophant, and the Fool, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Pentacles. That makes, with the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Some of you may have been holding back on going after something here. Okay. For whatever reason, but calling your power back from this situation, again, it's going to give you the courage to do so. And then we have abundance at the bottom of the deck. Now, boop. Okay, little side note here. One kind of like unfun part, okay, that you may consider unfun, okay, not fun, part of calling your power back is actually the forgiveness part. Okay. Like forgiving this person and understanding and knowing, like, man, you must have been through some shit. Okay. Like, because, because again, that energy was yucky. So they must have really been through some shit also. Right. I forgive you. I'm sorry that you had to experience those things. You know what I mean? But I'm also going to protect myself from this, and I can't, you know, just something along those lines. You don't even have to tell this person. You know what I mean? You don't even have to. You never have to speak to this person or this. Go to this place or any of that, right? But in here, okay, and in here, calling your power back from this situation is through forgiveness. Okay, that's how you release karma. That is how you move forward. Okay. Forgiveness. It seems so simple, yet so fucking powerful. Okay? Excuse my language. Apparently, I really like to cuss today. So, hey, Laura, are you talking about the one yesterday? Well, I don't know because I never heard back from him. I'm just holding on to this money um, for him. So hopefully, hopefully I hear from him today. All right. Yeah, that seems pretty complete though, guys. I love this. I love this energy. Okay, so again, this may come with like, calling your power back, it may come with some triggers, okay, in order to activate that so you can move through that, right? Remember, emotions are energy in motion. You do not have to attach themselves to yourself to them, right? That emotion is not yours. It is there to teach you something, to show you something, to shed some light on something, right? And it can flow right through you. All right. So you do not have to attach yourself to whatever you may be feeling through these triggers, but it is important that you feel through them, right? So yeah, so you might be like, and I hope that you're not triggered. And that this is just something that you've already been working on yourself. You've already been calling your power back yourself. But some of you, I do feel like you may get triggered. Others of you, there's going to be like, and I'm picking up on different levels of triggering, right? Like some of you, it's going to be like sympathetic, like just like an emotional moment, right? Like it's just very like sad, right? Others, it could be like very like what the I don't know. But regardless, okay, just know and trust, first of all, that God is going to continue to show up with that cup every freaking time, okay? So move through that. Move through that because you're calling your power back from a very serious situation and you're about to come back. You're about to make a comeback within a vengeance, okay? Or with vengeance, within a vengeance. Anyways, um, you get it. Have a good day, Shelley. Oh, oh, oh. What is happening? David, I will. Hey, Chris. Prayer is great. Prayer is great. I pray every day. I'm a walking prayer, okay? I'm constantly speaking to God all day long. But faith without works is dead. I'll tell you that, okay? You have to do the inner work, I'm telling you. Uh, okay? And that's just me. That's what I've been through, okay? That's my experience. Um, you know? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't I'm never discounting prayer. I'm all about prayer. Okay? Again. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, I like that. To be fearless, you must understand your fears. That's exactly right. So, any hoots. Okay, guys. Well, I love you so much, and I hope you have a good day. And I'm sure I'll see you soon. You're a very thick onion. We like them thick. It's okay. All right, I'm gonna remember to timestamp this one. Okay, guys, I love you. I hope you have a good day. I'm sure I'll see you. Um, and we'll talk soon.